Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're back in Grand Theft Auto Online and we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in GTA Online. Before we get into the video, super quick, I just made a video on all the price changes, so if you guys are interested to know about that, I'll try to remember to leave a link in the description, but if not, just go to my channel and you'll see it. It's the last video I posted, it's like an hour ago, so go check that out. If you guys are curious about the price changes and everything, it's pretty interesting the stuff that they did, but anyway, we'll probably have another video coming out after what to buy and what to avoid because there's one more thing I got to talk about today. But anyways, before we get into the video, if you could drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new, if you find this useful. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and start talking about this. Now, most of this stuff is lasting from May 14th to May 20th. However, some of it is lasting for 2 weeks. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Starting us off, we have the weekly challenge, which is going to be to win any 2 races for $100,000. That's pretty good. In addition to this, we also have 4 times money and RP on every race in GTA, as far as like normal races go at least. I should actually say land races specifically, not air races, bike races, stuff like that, but land races are on 4 times money and RP this week, so that's pretty cool. On triple money and triple RP this week, we have Simeon missions, so that's going to be like an okay way to make money, especially if you're a newer player, but for OG players and stuff like that, people that are higher levels and stuff, it's not going to be the best way to make money, but it's good for lower levels. And we also have triple money and triple RP on the HSW time trial this week, so it's going to be paying $750,000. So that is something everyone should be doing this week. It's going to be a relatively easy time trial as well, so that's always good. Now we also have double money on tow truck services, which is pretty good, and we have double salvage yard safe income as well, which ties into the services, so that's pretty damn good. And additionally, we also have double money on the salvage yard robbery target sales. So those are going to be a really good way to make money this week. I think you make probably like 2.5 mil this week if you sell everything. But we do also have a free car in the salvage yard. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's another good way to make money. And last but not least, we have double money on the community series jobs as well. So check that out if you're interested. Not going to be the best way to make money, but it's okay, I guess. Now we also have a bunch of free stuff this week in GTA Online and some heavily discounted stuff, and this is actually lasting through to May 27th. So we have a ROCKSTAR helmet available just by logging in, and if you purchase any vehicle from Simeon's, you will receive a special ROCKSTAR racing suit, so that is pretty cool. If you purchase any vehicle from Luxury Autos, you'll also receive the LS Customs Varsity Jacket, and purchase any vehicle from the LS Car Meet and you'll receive the blue Banshee tee, so that's interesting. Now we also have free horns and a free LS Car Meet membership as well. We have 50% off of Los Santos Tuners racing suits, 50% off of HSW performance upgrades, 50% off of Benny's conversions and turbo tuning, as well as blue and yellow tire smoke customization. Now the blue and yellow tire smoke thing kind of just makes me think about GTA 6, which that's got to be intentional, right? I don't know, am I tripping? But I don't know, let me know in the comments, but that's what I think it's related to at least. For the property discount this week, we have salvage yards 40% off. Now, if you're going to be buying a salvage yard, the only one I recommend is Strawberry. It's just simply the best location. It's very central. It's very, perfect. There are some cheap ones up here. Don't ever do that. You should absolutely get the Strawberry location. It's the most ideal of all the locations. And as far as upgrading your salvage yard, the tint doesn't matter. The get trade rates option is kind of nice. It'll get you a little bit of a discount on LS Customs repairs and claiming from Moore's Mutual. Is it worth it? I mean, for $270,000, I feel like it'll probably save most of you guys enough money to make it, valuable, but kind of up to you. As far as the tow truck goes, the tow truck you choose does not matter. So just get the beater tow truck. If you're getting a salvage yard this week, it's going to do the same things as the regular tow truck. Just you're going to save a bunch of money on buying the tow truck itself. The wall safe you should probably upgrade so that it can hold $250,000 instead of the stock $100,000. I would recommend that upgrade, honestly. And the staff upgrade so that you can make more money with towing vehicles, especially on double money this week. I think this is going to be worth it, and I think you can pay it off pretty easily. But for $2,379,000, now obviously this is the La Puerta location, but that's not bad for salvage yard, so I would definitely recommend getting one of these this week. Just make sure you get the Strawberry location. It's going to be the best one by far. Now we also have the Eclipse Boulevard Garage on Dynasty 8 available this week. It's 40% off, so it's probably going for about like 7 million, something like that. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 1.4, sort of around there. It's a 50 car garage. If you need storage, it's a really cheap way to get it. So I would recommend getting the Eclipse 50 car garage if you're in need of storage. Starting off with our vehicle discounts on Legendary Motorsport, we got a couple off rip under the two-door section. One is the Bravado Banshee GTS, fastest top speed vehicle in the entire game, fastest sports car in the game. A lot of customization, has HSW. It's the fastest non-HSW and HSW car in the entire game, top speed wise, which is pretty sweet. It's based off a Dodge Viper. There's nothing to not like about it, and it's less than $1.2 million, just under $1.2 million. In my opinion, if you do not buy this thing this week, I don't know what you're really doing. You know, it is just simply like the best car in GTA Online as far as performance goes. It's got a missile lock-on jammer, it's got HSW, like it's got great customization. It's just a great car. The best part is you can use it in the HSW time trial this week and make almost, I don't know, 70% of this money back, which is pretty darn good. And you can make the rest of it back within the next 2 weeks. So I would absolutely buy a Banshee GTS this week. It is 100% worth it. Up next, we have the Overflow Pipistrello. This is a fully electric supercar. It has some good customization. It has a missile lock-on jammer available for it. Unfortunately, though, I don't really know that it's worth $1,770,000 when the Banshee GTS exists. Because for free mode, the Banshee GTS is simply better than this thing in literally every single possible way that you could possibly fathom. The only difference is that this thing is in the super category, but in the super category, it's not even close to being the fastest supercar in the game. It's like maybe top 10 non-HSW, but even then, it's like not that quick. It's a decent car to drive. It's decent looking. If you're into it, I mean, buy it. You know, if you've wanted one for a long time, get it while it's on discount. But most of you can probably skip this thing and you'll be totally fine. You'll probably be better off not buying it, to be honest. So I would not recommend getting this thing unless it's something you absolutely wanted for like a long time and you've been waiting for it to go on discount. We also have the Gratiatali RSX with a very rare discount this week. This thing never goes on discount. It's actually kind of crazy. It is the most expensive sports car in the game at $3.4 million normally. It's going for $2,079,000 this week if you don't have the trade price, but if you do, it's going for $1,559,250. Now, personally, I love the look of the RSX. It's based off of the Ferrari SF90 in real life. It's great looking, customization's awesome. Driving experience is really good in a straight line. This thing is slightly broken. The spoiler doesn't function on it, so you do not get a traction bonus from having a spoiler on this car, which is really annoying, and it's a huge shame. It would have been one of the fastest cars in the entire game easily if the downforce just worked. It doesn't though. But even despite this, it was still one of the fastest sports cars in the game for a long time. It still is one of the best sports cars in the entire game. Typically, I wouldn't recommend this car. However, being that it is 40% off this week and it never goes on discount, there's probably never going to be a cheaper time to get a Gratiatali RSX before GTA 6 comes out. So if this is a car you've ever wanted at any point, I would say to buy it now while it's 40% off, regardless of if you have the trade price or not. It is a really cool car and I don't think it will disappoint you. So I would recommend this for most people actually. Up next, we have the Coil Brawler. Don't do it. This has one of the worst braking systems in the entire game. I genuinely, it's hard to fathom how bad the brakes are on this vehicle, and it completely ruins the driving experience, especially being that it's an off-roader and that like when you're off-roading and you're going down mountains and stuff like that, you'd hope the brakes would be good. They're not. It's really actually like I wouldn't say a scary car to drive, but it's not confidence inspiring at all. And it does have a missile lock-on jammer that was recently added. $500,000. I mean, if you really want one, if you've been wanting one for a long time, I mean, if you want, I guess. Something to note though is for a off-road vehicle, it's rear-wheel drive, so not exactly great. I don't really recommend the Coil Brawler to most people. to be honest. Over under the 4-door section on Legendary, we have the Lampadati Novak discounted this week. Now this thing is actually 30% off. This car has some decent customization. It's one of the better SUVs in the game as far as performance goes. For 425k, honestly, you kind of can't go wrong with it because the performance that you're going to get and everything else is just pretty damn good for the money. So if you want a Novak, if it interests you, I'd say buy one this week. Under the motorcycle section, we have the Nagasaki Shotaro discounted this week. It's funny because it was in Simeon's last week, not discounted, but it's going for 1,335,000. This is technically one of the best handling bikes in the entire game. It does have a missile lock-on jammer available too, so that's pretty cool. It's a cool looking bike. It has no customization, but if you want one, I mean, now it's pretty cheap. So if it interests you, I'd say buy one, but for most players, you can avoid it and you're not really going to miss out too much other than on a really good handling bike, a really sharp turning circle bike, everything like that. It is a good bike, but it is really expensive. So for most players, you can avoid it. Over on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Classic discounted this week. This car has great customization and it's a Benny's vehicle as well. So those Benny's conversions are 50% off. So if you elect to make it a Benny's vehicle this week, it's going to be super cheap, and the car is already super cheap as it is. I would say it's absolutely worth either of these prices. It's got great customization, decent handling, decent performance for an old muscle car. If you're into old muscle cars, this is one I would absolutely purchase this week. Even if you're not really into old muscle cars, I think everyone can still appreciate this vehicle, so I would recommend this to most players. Over under the 4-door section on Southern, we have the Canis Castigator and the Declassi Impaler SZ. Now, the Canis Castigator is the best performing SUV that doesn't have HSW in Grand Theft Auto Online. It has great handling, great acceleration, a good top speed. For $990,000, if you want the best SUV for most races, non-HSW at least, this is the car for you. It does have some nice customization. It's decent looking. Overall, for $990,000, I think performance-wise, you're getting a lot with this vehicle. So if you're into racing, I would recommend it. If you're not into racing though, honestly, you can pretty safely avoid it. We also have the Declassi Impaler SZ. This thing is really nothing special, unfortunately. Customization-wise, it's really lacking. There's not much you can do to it. And the only thing you really can do to it is go for like a full race car build with it, and it's like a really ugly race car at that. For 900,000, I just don't think it's worth it for most people. Now, if you love the Impaler SZ for some reason, if you love old Impalas for some reason, then get it. But for most players, just absolutely avoid. We also have the Ubermacht Reinhardt here under the 4-door section. It's all-wheel drive, it has good acceleration off the line, good launch, everything like that. Customization-wise, it's decent. It's got some cool stuff that can be done to it. Overall, though, I just don't really think it's worth $1.1 million for most people. Now, if you're into BMWs, if you're into station wagons, you might want to make some considerations there. But for most people, I would say to generally avoid the Ubermacht Reinhardt for this price, unless you're, like I said, into wagons or into BMWs, then you might want to buy it, but for most people, just avoid it. Within the casino this week, we have the Benefactor LM87 available to be won. This is one of the best cars in the entire game, so you should absolutely be coming here and trying to win this thing every single day. Within the LS car meet, we have a free Benefactor Krieger available to be won really easily, guys. Now, in order to win this thing, you just have to place top 5 in 5 races. So play 5 races, come top 5, play them with one friend and just do 5 races, 1 lap each time. You got yourself a Benefactor Krieger. It's a $2,875,000 car. Easy as can be. I mean, just do it. Just win it. You know what I mean? In the LS car meet, we have 3 vehicles. All 3 of these are discounted: the RSX, the Banshee GTS, and the Pipistrello. Now, I want to bring you guys back to the very start of the video when I said that you can get an exclusive thing by purchasing a vehicle from one of the dealerships. If you buy your discounted Banshee GTS from here, you will get that thing, which was a ROCKSTAR t-shirt, I believe. So that is pretty cool. And of course, we also have the HSW test ride this week. It's the Weenie Issue Rally going for $2,343,000. I would avoid buying that. Just buy it yourself and customize it. Here at Simeon's, we have a few further discounts. All of the vehicles you can see in here are discounted. The Lampadati Furore is the first car we're starting with. $268,000. Kinda can't go wrong with this car for that price, to be honest. It has no customization, but it's a really good looking car, to be honest. So for $268K, I mean, buy it, and also you'll get that special thing that we talked about at the start of the video as well. We have the JB700 here, also discounted, 210,000. Now just be advised, this is not the weaponized variant. The guns on this one will not work like they will on the JB700W, so keep that in mind. We have the Rapid GT Cabrio here, also discounted, going for $84,000. Absolutely purchase this thing if you're interested. For 84K, you can't go wrong with it. We have the Western Rat bike here as well for $28,800, again discounted. You can turn that into an arena bike, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And the Karen 190Z for $559,380, also discounted this week. So if you're interested in any of these vehicles, you may want to consider purchasing them from here because you're going to get some special stuff for it, and they're all discounted, so that's pretty sweet. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have a free vehicle claimable in the salvage yard. It's going to be the Invitero Cocket D10 with the LS Pounders vanity plate. That's going to be got by completing the podium robbery. The gangbanger robbery is going to get you the Vapid Dominator GT, and the Duggan robbery is going to get you the Karen Previon. And keep in mind, those are all worth double value this week as well, so that is pretty cool. The black box file is going to be your priority file within the Garment Factory this week. Within Luxury Autos this week, we have the Sentinel XS4 and the Vapid FMJ Mark V available here, so that's pretty nice. All right, and the gun van location today is up here just north of Fort Zancudo, and within the gun van we have 40% off of the compact EMP launcher, so that's pretty nice. We have the military rifle, precision rifle, never ever buy that, homing launcher, which is good, the pump shotgun, and the pool cue as well. For throwables, we have Molotovs, tear gas, and proximity mines, and of course body armor is 10% off. Your RC Bandito time trial today is Cypress Flats. Your Junk Energy time trial is Mirror Park. Your regular time trial is going to be Galileo Park, and your HSW time trial is East Vinewood. Keep in mind, this is paying triple money this week. It starts right here, and it's going to end over here at the mask shop right there. There you guys have it. That's been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Like I said, go check out that price change video if you guys are interested. And I'm probably going to have one more video coming out shortly after this, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.